Aspects of each perk deck. Bugger. Hello, and welcome to a very overdue update video. 2 months overdue, in fact. Welcome back to the Wellerman YouTube channel. Yeah, I never thought I'd be saying that. I did. Well, I did 5 months ago, but honestly, it has been way too long since I've made a video. You saw in the intro that it's been a month since I've uploaded, but that was a montage, that was a highlights video, so that doesn't really count as making a video. That took me 2 or so weeks. It was like 2 months overdue. I just finished my exams and everything. The last videos I made were the SU25 DCS How to Fly videos, which were back in the end of June, early July sort of time, so probably about 2 weeks after I finished my exams. If you didn't know, I started my exams on April the 16th and I finished on June the 16th, I think. 3 months ago now. 3 months since I finished, and only 3 videos. Oh dear, what happened to the one a week? You're probably wondering. I just stopped, really. There was a thing. I went through this phase, like, I'd had 3 months of absolutely working like my arse off to get the grades that I needed to get back in, get physics, maths, engineering, which is what I'm doing for A-level, by the way. Help me. But after 3 months of like flat out work, all I wanted really was a bit of a break. So, you know, having that break and only putting 3 videos out, understandably, I am now getting tagged in posts by mates like, tag a YouTuber who never uploads. Ooh, Wellerman. Yeah, I know I never upload. But hopefully we can resume uploads. Along with the exams, there's also another reason why I haven't been able to make videos, and the reason lies with Nvidia GeForce Experience. Come August the 20th, there was an update that dropped for GeForce Experience that killed my Shadow Play completely. One day it was fine. The next day I booted up my GeForce Experience because my Shadow Play hadn't recorded something that I'd pressed the hotkey for. I booted up GeForce Experience and nothing was there. I had no games, half of the settings were missing, it couldn't connect to the internet, everything had gone wrong. So as a result, 3 days ago, as of recording this video, the update for GeForce Experience was dropped. I installed that, and at the same time uninstalled my AVG because I didn't need it at the minute. I installed it simply because everything was broken. I had blue screen errors. But now that I've uninstalled AVG and got the update done, everything seems to be working fine. My Shadow Play seems to be on order. But it does mean that there will be no highlights for August and September. The next highlights will be October and November, because I haven't had Shadow Play working, and as a result I haven't been able to record anything. I've had about a month of all these clips rolling in that I could have got, and I have nothing to record them with. So GeForce Experience has kind of screwed up the highlights pattern for this year, so there will be nothing for August, September. Next will be October and November, and then I'm going to do a single one for December. And then I'm going to start the pattern again, kind of, and do it in. I am undecided yet whether I want to do 1 month intervals, so just go January, February, March, or whether I still want to do the 2 months, because the 2 month kind of works well for me. I can get enough footage to get a 20-minute video together, la-di-da-di-da, I can put that out, and it's good. But in other news, Assetto Corsa, lots of DLC coming out at the minute, lots of mods, new mods popping up, paid mods, things like that, and I'm getting back into it really, in a way. It's kind of like worked its way back into a system. AC was a game that I used to jump on every now and then and just muck about for a bit, and then you're like, oh, yeah, I'm good at this. And now I've realised I'm not. And getting the practice in, playing around with the DLC cars, staging races and things like that, is really helping actually. Just try and improve as a sim racer, you could say. Because at the minute I am pretty dire, to be honest. There's no question about that. But ignoring AC for the minute, let's talk about the elephant in the room. DCS. When I dropped the SU25 video back in July, early July, something like that. Let me just have a look real quick. It was 2 months ago, so 12th of July, I dropped the SU25 weapons video. And I said at the end of that, just listen, no, shut up. I said at the end of that, I was probably going to be doing an Automobilista career mode with the 1975 cars. I was going to be doing all this stuff, like, oh yeah, I'm going to do all these videos, and none of it never happened. And the reason none of it ever happened is because I very quickly realised that the 1975 cars on AMS, the mod, as much fun as it is, to make a career mode would be a pain in the arse. It would take weeks and it would have taken probably a year to get through one season of career mode. And quite frankly, I want to do other stuff. Which brings me on to the next point with, I might do a career mode on AC. Yeah, an F1 2002 career mode. Now that we have the Williams FW24, it's been out for ages, I know. But now that I've also got access to Content Manager now, and I've installed Good and Bad Weathers, and I am kind of looking forward to staging races with the individual AI cars set up with their different values. So the Minardis have lower AI values to make them seem like the backmarker cars, and the Ferraris up front have higher values than what I'd usually be racing at. So they just bugger off into the distance, really. Yet to decide who I'm going to be driving as. I'm thinking either Jensen in the Renault or maybe Villeneuve in the Bar Honda. Yet to decide on that. Which brings me, quite nicely, back around to DCS. What actually happened to the SU27 video? It never came out, did it? In short, I was basically putting off making it for quite a while, and in putting off making it, my button box is broken. And when I say button box, I mean Xbox 360 controller. It was probably about a month ago, I plugged it in to record the SU27 video, only to find that it wasn't working. And as a result, DCS doesn't really like my joystick anymore. The game itself is fine. I can launch it to different missions. The only problem is, I now have to find an alternative to a button box, remap all the controls, etc, etc, etc. And it's just a pain in the arse, really. So, DCS, maybe this weekend, providing button box works, or I can get everything remapped. If not, definitely next week. Definitely next week. I can confirm that. One last thing before I leave you for another week, probably. If you do want to stay up to date on what's happening around with the channel, whilst I'm inactive, not uploading, it's probably a good idea to go and follow me on Twitter. If you don't want to, that's fine. If you don't have Twitter, that's absolutely fine. But I am relatively active on Twitter. I post fairly regular updates, things like that. So if you want to know what's going on with the channel, if you want to ask questions, things like that, go and follow me on Twitter. It's in the description, it will be on the end screen in a minute, but it's always a good idea to have me followed on there. Just as almost like a backup plan. If everything does go dark on YouTube, you know what's happening on my end, because I will post fairly regular updates on there about the health and state of the channel. But other than that, thank you very much for listening to me ramble on for it's coming up on 10 minutes now. Hopefully we'll have a DCS video out next week. I hope you enjoyed the Assetto footage in the background. Just a bit of 8.6 around Nürburgring, Nordschleife, with the Fluffmeister himself. And I look forward to seeing you with some Shadowplay clips very soon. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Tara.